Good morning. Today I am doing the, what is it called? I have to keep looking it up. Okay, I have my strips here. Okay, the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Weathered Garden. I should remember that. I wanted this paper for so long. Okay, I took this picture of our spaghetti squash. It was huge, but there was this post where the neighbor's fence was, and it climbed the post, and I just thought it looked so neat that I took a picture of it. When I joined Instagram, this might have been my very first picture I posted. I just thought it was so cool. And I got a photo of it green too, but I'm going to be using this one today because I love all the colors together, and it's kind of that golden color that you find in this paper. So I am using a piece of this. So whatever these are called, I told you in the first showing. So and this one here where it's got the I think it's called a tiger butterfly or something. It's called a tiger something butterfly. And I'm going to be using this because it's a recipe, so I am going to be using this as a recipe card. And I've matted it, the gingham, in the black. And you know what? I love gingham. I love flowers. It's totally my thing. And I'm going to mat this on this. It's got this black going around, and I really felt like it needed to be black here too. So my friend suggested to put this on black, or I think she suggested putting black on this, and I said, oh, that'd be perfect because I want to put black here. That's how it got started. Okay, so I'm going to have that there, and I'm going to be putting this here. This is the sketch in my mind, I guess. So I'm going to be, because usually this is like my go-to, matted. I mean, everything looks good matted. But now I'm going to also put this over here, and I think I need it just a little bit on this green here. And I'm trying to line it so that it's green here. Okay. And this, I used to live in this old house. It was built in the 1930s. And the wallpaper actually looked like this in the second stairway. It's so cool. Okay, and then I'm going to put this paper on top of it. And kind of, I kind of want it kind of in the lower area. And again, I'm just trying to line it up so that it's even. Oh, and it is. Okay, woohoo! And now for my picture. I want to say I have almost as many pictures of the garden as I do the children and the grandchildren, but I usually delete them. But I have taken a lot of pictures of the garden. I kind of always wanted to do a garden, and my ex-husband was not really into it, but this one likes it. So, okay, now I did not get that paper. How come that doesn't look straight now? Didn't I test this? Okay, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to put one of the bits and pieces of the vines over top it, so you're not going to probably see it all. Okay, I think it's this one I'm using because I got a couple here. So I'm going to kind of tuck that up there. Well, I'm stuck to it. Okay, I'm just going to kind of curve it. And then I'm going to put Delightful in here because that's how I find this. This is actually a recipe layout. Did I say that? I think so. And so I'm gonna put Delightful in here. And so it's just kind of gonna overlap all the paper, the branch. Okay, and then I have a butterfly, and it was the kind of the ivory colored butterfly. And I'm gonna just come down and kind of overlap everything with this butterfly. So it's kind of touching the gingham, touching my wallpaper, touching this little botanical newsprint. That's what it looks like to me. And then I'm going to stick this here where it's kind of overlapping everything. And I'm going to put my recipe on here. And again, I'm going to try to get like it between the dark green and the dark green, so I have that all the way around. Okay. And my title is going to be Spaghetti Squash, and I'm going to put that on here. And so I'm going to just pause it real quick and I'll be okay. The letters I am using are the Simple Stories Color Vibe, and they're all wood look. And they're that super skinny stuff too. But you know, if you're just careful with them, everything comes out alright. And I am using the lightest shade, and this is the big letters, but I'm using these little squares. So that's what I use for that. And so I've got them on here. And then I'm going to put, well, let me put the, here's the recipe. And I mean, it's like this super easy recipe. You just cut the spaghetti squash in half and cook it at 400 degrees. Oh, you take out the seeds. And then you cook it until the knife goes through the skin tender, or easily. I always think until it's tender, but until it goes through there easily. And then I just put, I mean, I've tried all different things, but the only way I really like it is with butter, fresh crushed garlic, salt and pepper, and everybody loves it. Okay, so I actually printed it a little, or it was a little wider than what I anticipated. So I just decided I was going to offset it, and I like it like that. And then I've got one of these from the sticker book, and it says right here. And I just thought it looked empty here, so I just figured I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna put it right down at the bottom, so you can still kind of see everything here. Okay, and down here I'm going to put this other little vine, or little branch, I guess I should say. And I've glued or taped right off the edge, so I'm just rolling it over. And I'm just gonna kind of put it over here. Okay, and then I have this little sticker that looks like a postage stamp, and it says, "This is happiness." And I am just going to tuck it in amongst my leaves. I think it's so cute. I just love like postage marks, and I like postage stamps. I mean, if they would last longer, I would probably just, you know, use those. Okay, and I want to make sure I have the right butterfly for the right spot. Okay, and then I've got this butterfly from the bits and pieces, and I am going to put that kind of like it's on the branch and on the postage. I have this little sticker says best ever, and it's a tab. And so I'm going to use, since it's a recipe, I'm going to put this at the top, kind of like it's a recipe tab. And it kind of brings this color over again. That's why I wanted to use that one. And best ever works good for me because it's like one of my favorite recipes. I've got it right now. I've got a regular spaghetti squash, and then I have one that's like a crossbreed between a acorn and a spaghetti. So it's in the shape of a spaghetti squash. Oh, I'm gonna do just like I did here and here, where I'm lining up the green all the way around it. And let's see, I don't want it to end up right over top of this, so I think I'm gonna actually slide it over here a little bit more. But I've still got all the green coming around it. And then I have another butterfly. And there's a little butterfly here, but I'm going to let this one take its place. And there we have it. So another recipe for my recipe book, and also another layout for the collection obsession. Oh, and I didn't pick out any enamel dots, so look at the pictures, you'll see if I add them or not, because I don't even know if I have any colors that would work well with this. But thank you for watching me. There'll be close-ups at the end, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.